A very good evening to all of you, my dear kids. I am Manisha Das on behalf of eTuition family. Welcome you all to today's class. Let me remind you that our eTuition family is providing quality education for your better tomorrow. So don't forget to be a part of our family. So my dear class 10 students, this is the part 10 of our lesson, excretion, and let me tell you one good news that this is the last part of our lesson. After this we are going to discuss the question answer. It means finally we are at the end of this chapter. We are going to finish this lesson, right? So in today's part we are going to discuss about excretion. See, in the previous parts we have discussed that all living organisms need food to live, and those food need to be digested, and after digestion certain waste products are formed and they need to be removed, right? So today we are going to discuss the removal of these waste, the process which is called as excretion. Okay, so let's move ahead to today's class. So what are the points we are going to discuss? Before that, let me tell you that this diagram is of human excretory system. We have a pair of kidneys, right? Yes, they help in the excretion. So in today's part we are going to discuss about excretion in human beings, artificial kidney that is called as hemodialysis, and excretion in plants. See, like humans also, plants get their food, yes or no? Yes, plants get their food, and after that they need to remove certain waste products formed, yes or no, right? So let us see how plants and humans excrete those waste products from their body. Okay, let's move ahead. So what is excretion? See, these are pair of kidneys and ureters. So the biological process involved in the removal of the harmful metabolic waste from the body is called as excretion. See, we take the food, after that we digest it, and certain undigested food which are called as waste, they are harmful for our body, so they need to be removed. Yes, so the process by which it is removed is called as excretion, right? And see, many unicellular organisms remove these waste by simple diffusion from the body surface into the surrounding water. Uni means one. So generally unicellular organisms are found in the water, right? So how they will excrete, as they have a very small body, है ना, उनकी body छोटी होती है, so they can easily remove the waste by the process of diffusion. It means if the concentration gradient difference, if there is a difference in concentration gradient, it will move from higher concentration to the lower concentration. If the waste product is concentrated in the body of that unicellular organism, if the concentration of the waste is higher inside, so it will diffuse to the surrounding medium. By this process it can remove the waste product. So simple, right? But complex and multicellular organisms like us, we need a specialized organ, because we are VIP, right? So we need specialized organ system to perform the same function, because we have a complex body, है ना? जैसे कि घर पे जब कुछ दावत होती है ना, कोई गेस्ट आते हैं तो बहुत सारे आइटम्स बनते हैं. सो योर मॉम, तो मम्मी क्या करती है, हेल्प मांगती है ना, प्याज काट दो, मसाले पीस दो. ओके, सो दे नीड, इट मीन्स मॉम नीड्स आवर हेल्प. लाइक दैट, इफ आवर बॉडी इज अ कम्प्लेक्स सिस्टम, किसी की तो हेल्प चाहिए होगी, सो इट नीड्स हेल्प ऑफ सर्टेन ऑर्गन्स. लेकिन इफ इट इज़ ए यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गन, मान लो कि आपको घर में बस दाल चावल बनाने, डू योर मॉम विल नीड एनी हेल्प? नो, शी विल नॉट नीड, बिकॉज इट इज़ वेरी मच ईजी. दाल को प्रेशर में डाला और यहाँ पे चावल लगा दिए, हो गए, ईजी है ना. सो लाइक दैट यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स, वेरी सिंपल बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर, सो दे कैन एक्सक्रीट देयर waste by the process of diffusion. But in multicellular organisms, they need specialized organs which will perform, yes, the excretion. So my dear kids, excretion in humans, as I told you, humans have specialized organs. So the excretory system of human beings includes a pair of kidneys. It means, a pair means two, then pair of ureters, two, and a urinary bladder and a urethra, right? So these are the main parts of human excretory system. Kidneys are located in the abdomen on either side of the backbone. Okay, so after the backbone they are present, kidneys. And urine produced in the kidneys passed through the ureters into the urinary bladder, where it is stored until it is released through the urethra. See, here urines are produced, right? And they will move to the urinary bladder and it will be stored. by a pipe-like structure which is called as ureters. They are called as ureters. So they will move to the bladder and bladder will store until it will be full and it will removed through the urethra opening. So see our excretory system. The purpose of making urine is to filter out waste products from the blood. See, after the digestion of our food, all the nutrients, yes, they add or they get dissolved in our blood. They get absorbed by the blood. So these bloods are filtered in the kidneys, right? So the kidney will filter the blood. Just as CO2 is removed from the blood in the lungs, so CO2 is removed in the lungs, right? But certain nitrogenous bases such as urea or uric acid are removed from the blood in the kidneys. Okay, so the kidneys will filter the blood and it will filter the nitrogenous waste like urea and uric acid. And it is then no surprise that the basic filtration unit in the kidney. So see how amazing. हमारे body में भी एक filter है to purify everything, right? That is called as kidneys. Like in the lungs. Lungs is having, it is also like a filter which filters the blood or add oxygen. Okay, like that our kidneys filter the blood and remove the nitrogenous waste. Is a cluster of very thin walled blood capillaries. It also have very thin blood capillaries, very small network. And each capillary cluster in the kidney is located with a cup shaped end of a tube that collects the filtered urine. After that the gallbladder, okay, sorry, after that the urinary bladder will, yes, store the filtered urine. Then excretory system. See, each kidney has large number of these filtration units. You can see this network like structure. So the urine is getting filtered, right? Those are called as nephrons. Some substances in the initial filtrate such as glucose, amino acids, salts and a measured amount of water are selectively reabsorbed as the urine flows along the tube. So when these are having certain networks, so when they are getting filtered, if there is any glucose, amino acid, it will be reabsorbed to the blood. And the amount of water reabsorbed depends on how much excess water there is in the body. So how much excess water, that's why if we drink much water, we feel like frequent urinating, right? Then on how much of dissolved waste there is to be excreted, and there should be waste, right? And the urine forming in each kidney eventually enters a long tube, ureters, right? These are the tube like structures which connects the kidneys with the urinary bladder, and urine is stored in the urinary bladder until the pressure of expanded bladder leads to the urge to pass it through the urethra. See, it is an elastic like bag, urinary bladder, so it will expand and it will go on storing, but up to certain point, right? Up to certain amount it can store. If it is extended beyond its, if it is beyond its capacity, so we will feel like urinating, urge to pass it through the urethra. So the bladder is muscular, so it is under the nervous control. As a result, we can usually control the urge to urinate. So we can control. Have you seen when you were kid, right? I used to teach small kids, so those kids were saying, "Ma'am, I want to go washroom badly." It means he or she is getting urine. There is a urge, there is a serious urge to urinate, right? So we can control up to certain amount, right? After that we cannot control. Okay. Now artificial kidneys, that is called as hemodialysis. This is the machine. See, kidneys are vital organs for survival, obviously, because yes, they remove the waste from our body. So several factors like infections, injury or restricted blood flow may damage our kidney, right? So this leads to accumulation of poisonous waste. So if the kidney will be damaged, what is its function? To remove the waste, and the waste cannot be removed from our body, which can lead to death, and this may lead to death because they are the waste, right? And in case of kidney failure, an artificial kidney can be used. So whenever the kidney is getting failed, our doctors can implant kidney, or they can use an artificial kidney. An artificial kidney is a device to remove nitrogenous waste. This is the device. It can remove the nitrogenous waste products from the blood through dialysis. The process, the artificial process by which we remove the nitrogenous waste, that is called as dialysis. So artificial kidney, that is called as hemodialysis. Artificial kidneys contain a number of tubes. You can see number of tubes with a semi-permeable lining. suspended in a tank filled with dialysis fluid. Here dialysis fluids are there, and this fluid has the same osmotic pressure as blood. As our blood is having the pressure, it is also having the pressure, except that it is devoid of nitrogenous waste. Okay, so the patient's blood is passed through these tubes. So the patient's blood is passed through these tubes, and during this passage the waste product from the blood pass into dialysing fluid by diffusion. So the waste product will move from, see, in the dialysis tank, okay, in the dialysis tank there is a dialysis fluid is there which is not having any waste. So when the patient's blood will move through these tubes where the waste are there, so there difference in concentration gradient, so the waste will move to the low concentration by which it can be removed. The purified blood is pumped back into the patient. So this is similar to the function of the kidney. As the kidney is functioning artificially, we are doing that, but it is different since there is no reabsorption involved. But in this process reabsorption cannot take place. And normally in a healthy adult the initial filtrate in the kidney is about 180 liter daily. Okay, so however the volume actually excreted is only a liter. See, 180 liter filtrate is there, but the waste product removed is only 1 liter, because the remaining filtrate is reabsorbed and the remaining 170 liter is getting reabsorbed in the kidney tubules. Now excretion in plants. Have you seen plants shed their leaves, right? Have you seen this gum like structure or resins? Okay, see, plants use completely different strategies for excretion than those of animals. See, oxygen itself can be thought of as a waste product because plants remove it generated during photosynthesis. So during the photosynthesis process oxygen is a waste product for the plants, but for us it is very important, right? And we have discussed earlier how plants deal with oxygen as well as CO2. We have already discussed, and they can get rid of excess water by transpiration. And for other waste, plant use the fact that many of their tissues consist of dead cells, right? So they can even lose some parts such as leaves, they can remove it. And many plants waste products are stored like unicellular, these cellular vacuoles, right? Waste products may be stored in leaves that fall off, and other waste like resins and gums, especially in old xylem. You can see in this picture, right? Gum and resins can be stored like this in plant body. Plant also excrete some substances into the soils around them. Into the soil also they remove their waste. So my dear kids, with this we completed our chapter excretion. So why do we need excretion? To clean our body, right? So clean and nourish your mind wisely every day. So not only your body, you need to clean your mind so that you can, because it can easily become a garbage bin. If you will not clean, what will happen? It can become a dustbin, right? So you have to clean your mind, body and soul, so that only positive things, only good things will be in your mind, and other rest of the useless things will be out, and your mind will not become a garbage bin, right? Understood? Okay. So my dear kids, at last I would like to request you be a part of our e-tuition family. Do watch, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. So till then, happy reading, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you.